Just kidding. Okay, we're gonna boil some water. Close enough. That's like a half a cup, right? Ugh, yucky hands again. Oh, you guys, Beth died. Ooh, cooked chicken. Look how good that looks. Hey everyone, I'm out here vlogging again. It's your girl, Carrie, and we're carrying on today about cooking. That's right, you heard it right, friends, and my mother. It's not laundry day. I'm actually wearing an apron because we're gonna be doing some cooking. So I have been dying to try a recipe out of this cookbook that I got a few months ago, and now today's the day. And I thought I will share it with all of you so I can actually prove that I actually cooked from it. Now, it is from this very new cookbook, Your Pasta Sucks by Matteo Lane. Matteo Lane is a comedian who I've become obsessed with in the last couple years, I'd say. He and Nick Smith have a very, very funny podcast called I Never Liked You. And between him, a lot of tears and bottles of wine, his humor, his book, his podcast got me through one of the hardest 2 years of my life, getting a divorce. So if you are a cis white female hetero who's just like, I want nothing to do with any kind of romantic content with straight people, head over to I Never Liked You. It is the funniest podcast. And it really, really helped me. So I'm just going to give you a big thank you, Matteo, and thank you, Nick. Little did you two know, you got me through a really, really hard time with your humor and how your utter hatred for each other. So these recipes are all from recipes he's had growing up. We are going to make the cotoletta today. It's chicken and cutlets. And I like that. And then we're also going to try his this is mama's pasta. This one, pasta della mamma. So we're going to put these two together. And I'm hoping this goes well. So I'm going to read some of this. So I've never made this before. And I'm hoping it's a success, or at least tastes good. The other thing that's happening simultaneously while I'm cooking is in the back is Little Women, the movie, the most recent one. Because obviously, Saoirse is a better Jo than Winona. I mean, come on. We love the 94 version, but this version, chef's kiss. And I'm a chef today. So highly, highly recommend. So right now, and the Florence Pugh of it all. Yes, this is such a good cast. And it's Greta Gerwig. So it's going to be going on in the background. So I might be commenting on it as we do. But I know for sure the first thing we need when we cook is we wash our hands. So I did that. The second thing we need is a glass of wine. So because it's chicken, I'm going to have a white wine. Honestly, if it wasn't chicken, I would be having a white wine. And today's selection is a Matua Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Is there any other region that makes better Sauvignon Blanc? I don't think so. I think this is the top one. All right, so we'll start with that. This is what he says to do. You need 3 separate shallow bowls. Add the flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. 3 bowls. 1, 2, 3. I don't get why I need 3 bowls, though. Does everything go in a different bowl? And see what's happening. Oh, see? We burnt off. Poor Meg is trying to find herself a husband, right? But she can't because she doesn't have the right dress. But she's going to the dance. 1. With Laurie. Remember, Laurie's the neighbor who's played by Timothée Chalamet in this version. In the 94 version, it's played by Christian Bale, and who, in my opinion, was much too old for that part. But that's okay. 3/4. 1/2 and 1/4 equals 3/4. Done with that. Okay, how many eggs do we need? 3 large eggs. Got it. I guess this is, you wash the eggs, right? Ugh, I hate touching raw eggs. 1. And yes, so she's getting ready for the dance, but she doesn't feel her dress is pretty enough. And then she runs into mean old grumpy pants Laurie, who's so bored of being an aristocrat and super, super popular and wealthy. And in walks Florence Pugh. And Florence is like, can't be bothered with this childless young man. She's so right. This is also the one where Meryl Streep plays their grandmother. And Florence Pugh has all the pressure put on her because she's the one who's most likely going to marry wealthy. I mean, can you imagine the pressures of a young girl already trying to be an artist? You're living in Paris. You're literally, the whole fabric of your family is held by you marrying up. Dang, that's pressure. All right, let's beat those bad boys. Beat them. You were bad, bad eggs. Shame on you for being so naughty. Okay, put the chicken breasts on a cutting board. And okay, wait, let's acknowledge that they look disgusting right now. They really do. As a kid, I thought if I touched raw chicken, you'd immediately get salmonella and die. Duh, that's totally true. Like one touch, gone. Yes, wash your hands a million times. Done, done, done. One by one, cover the chicken cutlets with a piece of plastic wrap and pound the living shit out of them with a small saucepan or one of those meat hammer thingies. I definitely don't have a meat hammer thingy. But what am I supposed to do with these? All right, I guess these go to the side. And I put the raw chicken on the cutting board? That doesn't seem. Is that what it says? Where's the plastic wrap? Oh, it goes on top. Okay, well, bravery. Now, Joe, that really, really smart Joe, is trying to get her book sold. And they're basically telling her, oh, you should do a column on domestic life. And she's like, I don't want to do a column on domestic life. I want to write stories. And the cool French guy, remember, this is foreshadowing, because this is the dude she ends up with at the end. Spoiler alert. But if you don't know Little Women, I mean, the book came out like, what, in 1838? Plastic wrap. Do they each get their own? Okay, one by one, we did that. Okay, so this is a very important step that while you're chopping, you're not watching the movie. You got to focus, okay? So quarter cup, I'm going to say like that much. I don't know. You have to take them off the thingies. I know that. A friend taught me that. Then you get them all mushed up. And you roll them. You make like a little thingy. It's almost like grape leaves, but not at all. There we go. Now this, we can watch the movie. What's happening? Ah, see, like I was saying, it's Christmas. Laura Dern gives them guilt. What do? They go to the neighbors and bring all the food and the presents to share. Little do they know that the neighbors have scarlet fever. And little Beth, the youngest one, goes over there all the time taking care of them, bringing them food, yes, it had to be the Civil War. Because she's home alone too. Yep. Oh, look at me with my fine, close enough. That's like a half a cup, right? Okay, so in a pan, medium heat. Which one is it? This one, right? It's oil. Ugh, yucky hands again. I think I'm making this way too hard. Oh, Lori is now courting Joe. But Joe's like, I have big thoughts, big ideas. I don't want to get married. Meanwhile, Meg's like, I want to get married. Hello, I'd like to get married. And is now dating the tutor of Lori. And the grandmother's not happy about this because that means he's not a wealthy man. And like she said to Florence Pugh, your family needs money. It's rough being a woman out there. We have to do this with conviction, right? No pussing it around. It's time to get cooking. My butter is buttering. Okay. Do I use a fork or do I stick my fingers in it? I think I'm going to use a fork. Oh, Matteo, am I doing it right? Would Nona be proud of me? Do you have any Italian cousins that are single and ready to mingle? You know, I dated a guy in college who was Italian. Oh, I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's probably married. He was such a nice guy. Probably married with kids. He was like a really nice guy. And his major was kinesiology. Does everybody know what kinesiology is? Here's our science word of the day. Kinesiology. Kinesiology is essentially the study of exercise, movement. A lot of personal trainers athletes are kinesiology majors. So he was 6'5". Peter DePiro, where are you out there, Peter? Happily married. I'm happy for you. You would be a great dad too. I hope he's a dad too. But yes, kinesiology. So he was like 6'5" and had shoulders like Jason Momoa and a waist like Chris Hemsworth. We never got Italian food though, I don't think. We didn't do a lot of eating. Anyways, those girls are frying it up. Oh, okay. Beth is sick, and we're worried. And Joe wakes up so worried because she's been sick for so long. She rushes down the stairs, and Laura Dern steps back, and there is a healthy Beth in the corner. Foreshadowing. Okay, so she's doing good. But Joe, Meg's getting married. Cheers to Meg. Mazel tov, Meg. She's getting married to the tutor, and they're gonna have to start having babies. Dad comes home, who is played by none other than Bob Odenkirk, which is like so random. This is like, it has to be after the show with Bob and Dave. And if you haven't seen the show with Bob and Dave, you need to go watch that. Bob Odenkirk is an amazing actor who's had quite an interesting career, very, very diverse. Anyways, he's the dad. He comes home from war. Now he's like, my girls. And luckily Beth made it. But meanwhile, he came home with all these blankets and they've got fleas and lice and all of that. So he's got to get himself cleaned up. Before, guess what? He takes off again and leaves his wife with the 4th-year-old. Yep. Oh, how we doing? Oh, we're looking good. So we're done with this. Oh. The best scene is when Amy comes home from school and her hand is bleeding. And Chris Cooper, who plays Lori's uncle or grandfather, is looking out the window and he sees her crying. He's like, why are you crying? It's like the teacher hit my hand. He like beat her because she spoke out of turn or something like that. And she just says, and I have the prettiest ones of the whole family. The best line ever. I'm not doing it justice, but it is the first time Lori sees Amy as a woman, not just a little girl he used to play with, but a grown-ass woman. She still sees him as a petulant child, as she should, because he's Timothy Chalamet. But luckily, age appropriate, not like Christian Bale. The girls are fighting. They're so mad at each other because guess what Amy did? And Amy is naughty. All right. Amy, wait, why does Joe piss off Amy? I missed that part. I forget why Joe pisses off. So Joe has been writing her novel. And we're talking writing. Like, not like with a Bic pen or no, that would be a Bic pen. A click Bic? No. Not typing? No. Literally with ink and a feather. Ink and a feather. And so much so that her fingers and she's got the pages all lined up and they're all laid out. She's been writing and writing forever and ever and ever. And she's actually writing the story of her sisters and where they live in, I'm pretty sure it's Connecticut. So she's got them all lined up and she's going to be like ready to showcase it to the editor she met, the French guy, later on. Well, Amy's pissed. Amy's pissed and she's the fiery one. So what does she do? She goes into her room, finds the book that she's been painstakingly writing and throws it in the fire and it all goes up in smoke. That's right. That's not the book. The next book is the book about the sisters. So whatever she's writing right there, throws it in the fire, goes up in the smoke. She loses her mind and goes after Amy. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 5 more minutes. Anyways, she pissed and they are going at it. So much so that Meg and Laura Dern has to come and break them up. And they are forever divided. They are sisters divided. See, not all sisters get along. And she mad. She real mad. So she runs off. Joe does. She runs off and gets out of there. She can't even take how spoiled her sister Amy is. And who does she run to? Lori. That's right. Timothy Chalamet. Amy is chasing after them now because she wants to apologize and they're going ice skating. Well, no, Joe is running. Lori sees her. Lori runs after Joe. Amy is running after Lori and Joe on ice skates on a lake. Something I would never do. And here they go. Guess what happens? You guessed it. She falls in the water. Little Florence Pugh is freezing in the lake. And now they got to go back and save her ass. And Joe relives, I love my sister. I love you, sister. Lori, get her out of the pool. Get her out of the lake. But Lori, Timothée Chalamet, literally weighs like 150 pounds. So I love how he's going to get Florence Pugh out. But, you know, she's got big tatas, so she's probably a little more buoyant. Who knows? It's a very dramatic scene, but it brings the sisters back together. Moment of truth. Oh, I did good. These ones good. You know, it's like the first pancake. The fourth cutlet, perfection. The first cutlet, not so much. Now I'm like Elphaba coming out. I'm melting. Just kidding. Okay, we're going to boil some water. That's something I'm very good at. Okay. Next recipe, here we go, is called pasta della mamma, also known as pasta alla Carrie Lane. My mom made this once a week when I was a kid. It was and still is my favorite pasta in the world. It exists nowhere besides my mom's and my sister's houses, at least not until I made it on my YouTube channel. Also, Matteo, you got to have your mom and your Aunt Nancy at least on one of the shows. And Nick needs to bring Diane. We need a Mother's Day episode. And by we, I mean me. You're one hetero, 40-something plus white woman who lives in Encino, California. I need to meet Diane. Cindy, what is your mom's name? Why can't I remember it? Huh, so disappointed in myself. Okay. Add pasta. Did it. Half a cup. I'm going to mix all that together. Okay. Now it's really looking like baby food, but that's okay. Okay. So, oh yeah, she upset. But see, this is when she's about to get some bad news. Also, the costumes in this movie, oh, stunning. They look amazing. You really see like the attention to detail, everything, even down to the stitching and the apron she has to wear when she's painting and how she has to take it off. Oh, it is just gorgeous. I wonder who did it. Sandy Powell, Christine, who did this? Colleen Atwood, one of the big three? Yeah, you know who you are. I don't know. It's Greta Gerwig. Who did Barbie? I wonder if she did the same thing. Don't know. All right, we're looking good. So Joe is spending time with Beth, because it ain't looking good. She's weak. She's got all red in the cheeks. She's got the scarlet fever. Do we have a vaccine for that now? I forget. If there is a scarlet fever vaccine, I say take it. I'm not a doctor or medical professional, and nor should you take my advice. But, I mean, if Beth is dying, maybe we should think about taking it. Just a girl making a shit ton of pasta. I just realized I'm making all this pasta and all this chicken for a party of one. So if you or anyone you know would like to join me for a meal, this rarely happens. So we'll see. Leave something in the comments, Carrie. Because right now I'm a table of one. As Matteo would say, The pasta's a star. Yum. Okay, we're going to put this in here. Little pasta sauce, water. Oh, it smells good. Season with salt. Serve immediately. Send any compliments to Sherry. Sherry, thank you. Your email is here. I'm absolutely going gaywomb@aol.com. Yeah, because I think Matteo and his brother are both gay. And Sherry, I'm going to take a picture of this for you. But right now my phone is recording. And my backup phone is recording. But I'm going to send you a photo. Alrighty. So we are going to take a little bit of this guy. Ah, finished. Chicken coletta and mama's pasta. I'm so very excited to try it. Thank you so much, Matteo. If this goes well, I'd be happy to cook every recipe in your book. Like I said, you got me through one of the hardest times of my life, and now I'm about to enjoy a little bit of your life. Also, you guys, I've seen Matteo perform live 3 times. Once was in New York, and all you sang was Mariah Carey songs sitting on a piano, and that's when I fell in love with you, even though I can't stand Mariah Carey, but that's okay. I started to like her after you. Ooh, cooked chicken. Look how good that looks. Then I saw you again in Palm Springs, and then I've seen you in LA. And I know you don't like LA, but I'm going to change your mind. There's a couple Italian places we should go. We should definitely go to the smokehouse. It's super, super crazy. Here we go. Can I just eat them? Chicken. Oh, that's really good. And mama's pasta. Oh, you guys, Beth died. It's a real bummer of the part of the movie. And by the way, Amy is still in Paris, so she finds out via letter. Super sad ending. But how the story ends, because we got to wrap it up, and this is really delicious and I want to go eat it, is that the story Little Women is written by Jo, who's the second eldest daughter, and this movie is that book. So the first book that Amy burns is gone forever. But then after that, she writes Little Women. She goes back to the French guy, and the French guy is like, I'm not a writer, but you can ask my mentor. She gets the book published, and Amy marries Laurie, and they open a school, if I remember, that has to do with art. I think it's a school for girls. They have kids, happy ending. Timothy Chalamet is walking around carrying a baby, and he looks like he's like holding a puppy and doesn't know what to do with himself. Now that's acting. Thank you, everyone. Please comment.